Austin here from Graphics. So what we're doing today is tempo-based work at the gym, some time under tension training. Typically midweek what I've been doing is incorporating this to really work on my lagging areas. So we do accessory-based movements, my favorite accessory-based movements. I'm going to show you that in the video today. And just really what we're going to be doing is working on those lagging areas. So we'll take you through it now. Guys, I know this workout is a lot different than what you've seen over the past few weeks. Right here is a tempo day. So midweek I've been implementing more tempo-based work. And really this is to give my nervous system a little bit of a break from all the heavy lifting, but also to work on my lagging areas in the gym. So what I'm going to tell you really in this video today is why tempo, what is tempo, and how do I implement tempo. So most importantly, tempo is really short for time under tension. The whole point behind tempo is you're adding intensity and overload into your routine so that you can break past plateaus and build more muscle faster. So at the end of the day, when you slow down the movement of the exercise, you cause more breakdown of muscle tissue, which ultimately is going to allow you to obviously build more muscle, but it's going to help with overall strength gains as well. So we are doing time under tension based movements right here. And why are we doing this? Like I just said, this is so that we can really work on those lagging areas. So when we're doing those heavy lifts like bench, squat, and deadlift, I'm going to have an advantage because I've worked on those secondary movements of the muscle. So for example, doing a bench press, when you're doing shoulder-based stuff like lateral delt raises or doing the overhead presses, working on those muscle groups, those are secondary movers of the primary movement of a bench press. So by working on those things, it's going to allow me to output more strength. And I'm going to have a little bit more muscle mass gain from doing these things. So how does all this tempo stuff work? As you can see with the expression on my face right there. Basically think of it like this. When you see that number 3-1-1, what that really entails is 3 seconds I'm controlling the weight down, and then I'm pausing for 1 second, and then I'm moving back up a second faster. So in the concentric portion, what that means is when the muscle shortens, I'm actually only going for about 1 second. So for example, right here, when I'm coming into the fly right here, it's 1 second. When I'm pausing, it's 1 second. And when I'm extending out, so when the muscle is lengthening, it's 3 seconds. So this would be a 3-1-1 tempo movement right there. Generally on tempo days, guys, what I do is about 5 or 6 of my favorite exercises. I really hit like I said, those, I hate to use this term, but the beach muscles. I really try to focus on the lats, I've tried to focus on the shoulders, and then I try to focus on the chest and the arms and the calves. So really the muscles that in a way are more so as the aesthetic muscles, but the point is to work on those secondary muscles that when we are competing in the competition, when we're lifting the heavy weights, these secondary muscles are going to help with overall putting out more power, and just I'm going to have more size, which ultimately when you have more size, you're going to put out more power. So the more muscle you have, you're going to be able to build more strength. And lastly right here, calves. I'm not going to lie, my calves grow extremely slow. So I need to really increase my frequency on these calf raises. But like I said, guys, these are my favorite exercises for tempo work. I hope you got a lot of value out of this. But I recommend doing at least 1 to 2 tempo days a week, throwing it into your routine. And one last thing to keep in mind, guys, is you want to do all this stuff in a circuit fashion. No rest in between each move. Get it all done 4 rounds, and you are done. All right, guys, so that is officially the tempo day we just completed. Like I said, tempo, you don't need to do a warm-up really prior to that because you're not really stimulating the nervous system like all the other heavy compound lifts. So if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.